Okay, hear me out, guys. When I said that Choso won't be good because of you, I didn't mean that Choso will be underpowered, which people need to understand. Please, you gotta hear me out. Yeah, you heard that right. Choso has finally released and it's good. Really good. Not specifically visuals, but balancing, which is, questionable. As it stands, Choso in his base is pretty decent, it's okay. But in his ultimate, he can practically delete you in give or take 2 seconds. Besides that, the moves themselves are great, they complement each other rather well, and the same can be said for the base moveset. With a couple of changes how you gain blood bubbles, I would say it's in a good place. But with one singular move, this entire character is just straight up overpowered. Now, don't get your hopes up, as this likely will be nerfed soon. Let's say in a week or maybe even sometime after this video is released. Well, why wasn't it nerfed instantly? Well, this is what we like to call the COD syndrome. If you have watched my older videos, you already know what this means. Essentially, it's what a developer will do after finishing an update. They will make whatever they added insanely good or even broken. Sometimes it gets to the point where you outright lose fights because you didn't have a mirror match. And after a while of playing with it, and especially with how easy it is, it gets nerfed. From here, the player could either move to the next upcoming character to repeat the cycle, or find their new quote-unquote main. Besides the balance critique, it's also gotten some critiques about its visuals, and comparisons to Mahito. I won't go into the entire depth of that as I had a whole video on it, but move quality wise, Mahito and Choso are obviously uncomparable in how they are played and how they look visually. Because, well, one took a month to make, the other took 4. Obviously there will still be people who want to argue about this, but it's fair to say that Choso isn't as impressive as Mahito, but it isn't fair to directly compare them. That being said, there were some actually decent critiques. As I talked about earlier, the entirety of Choso's ultimate is basically carried by one move, that is Blood Rain. By itself, it's a cancelable AoE move that you can block. It later on does have hyper armor when activated, but you can still be cancelled if knocked down. It does provide a lot of damage output if not blocked, but who wouldn't block this, you may ask? Well, if the Choso player does lock eyes with you while they have Blood Rain activated, your only options are to run or to hold block. If you run, then you will get hit by the Blood Rain and are forced to trade damage or get caught by winking, which will basically instantly kill you. If you block, then you will get side dash or just hit by winking, and that's when you're basically dead, as the damage stacks. As for the other moves, Slicing Exorcism, it's okay if you use its special variant. The actual blade that you can throw does very little damage, and winking, it's essentially an unblockable grab that you can always confirm off of M1s. Plasma Wave is a cancelable charge-up laser which you can't aim, which is by far its biggest weakness. Though it does make sense since you can basically one-shot a full health opponent. I could see it is used to camp people who are exiting their ultimate animation. Other than that, you can attempt to throw it out for some free kills or free damage. And that's it, I think. There shouldn't be anything else added with this update. Wait, hold on. Switcher? It can't be Todo, right?
Wait.
One move. Okay. Let's see the R special. Oh my god, you can even faint it. Skit aside, I would say Todo is a curious case. The way it goes about his boogie woogie is weird. It does it like Heaven Stand. Now, before you rip me to shreds, it's very, very similar, and dare I say, not that good. That being said, this has almost zero tactical advantage at the moment. To anyone who is remotely competent, they'll be expecting you to just be running at them to capitalize off of Boogie Woogie. The move itself doesn't cancel anything and solely works as a tool to swap between you and the person you want to. It's basically just a worse Gojo teleport. Now keep in mind, I'm saying all of this with the best intentions at heart. I am a tier 1 Todo glazer. If you have been watching for a while, then you have probably noticed my Todo-centric outfit. I retired said outfit ever since I moved to JJS, but I feel like that will be changing now. though I do wish for it to be changed, and there are ways to change it without completely making it uncounterable. First is by making them be locked into the walking animation while not being able to dash. They can still M1 and block, so there's still a possibility to fight back. Though they should block the enemy's moveset for around a second, so that they can't just spam dash grabs or counters. Also, please give it the ability to cancel moves. The funniest thing ever in SBG was being able to cancel fire arrows and hollow purples with it. Also, Z, if you are watching, please do not make the rest of the moveset press R to do a different variant. The best part of Todo is being able to make your own crazy combos, working off of your own weaknesses. I really want this to be one of those characters that's easy to learn but hard to master. You do not know how much I have been yearning to have a Todo like this in JJS, oh my god. Glaze over. But I sincerely do hope to see some crazy work with Todo. Todo is a character that in-universe shouldn't be that strong due to the limitations of Boogie Woogie, but if the user is capable, it can be one of the best, even more in team synchronization. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Team play. Most fights we ever see Todo in are team fights. If the moves benefited like that somehow, it would be great. We've yet to see that with basically any other character. Arguably maybe Megumi's frog can be a team synchronization move, but the rest, not so much. Be it being able to swap two other people or being able to throw some sort of rock and being able to swap someone with it, it would be great. Of course, Z could go to the boring route and just make it like Sorcerer Battleguns, which is just by having a model appear whenever you do one of these team moves. And as much as I hate ganking, I would love to see something like that. But for now, Todo is just kinda lame. It does only have a singular move, so we can't really say much as of now. But we won't have to worry about it being rushed, as Z did say that this will be taking exponentially slower than before. I honestly think this is a good thing, because it does take stress off of Z and the team, which also gives the community the ability to communicate more and give more opinions and criticism. But besides that, do tell me, what do you think about Todo and Choso? I did a live stream a day ago from this video's release and a lot of people were unhappy, but can you say the same? In the same live stream, Z, the owner of JJS, joined in and did a Ask Me Anything, where, well, you could ask anything. So, do check it out if you wish. I will eventually get around to making that an entire video. But with that, I will see you in the next one.